This right here is Felix the Cat for the NES. Very collectible game, super fun game, not working, and it was gifted to me for the purpose of an open cart surgery video. Open cart surgery, something I've been doing for a long time now. I take these games that aren't working, I try to get them working again. Not every game is success, but I've had a pretty good success rate. And that comes from me without any technical background, any engineering degree. I'm telling you, I just do the things I've been doing since the 90s to get these games working again. Sometimes it's just cleaning them, but I have no problem pulling out the old soldering iron or something like that, make this happen. And for this game, I really, really, really need to make it happen. Before we get started, I've got some pretty sad news. Oh, now it's even more dead. I'm actually a little emotional about this. A fond farewell to my Super Retro Trio 3 Plus. It served me so great for so long. Now, the Genesis and the Super Nintendo side still work. The NES side, completely no more. Just by nature of all the games I popped in over the years, you know, just for testing without purposing, without anything. Unfortunately, years of abuse removed some of the pins on this thing. So I'll still keep it. I'm not throwing it away. I mean, the Super Nintendo side and the Genesis side still work, but unfortunately for me, the NES side is no more. Although most of my open cart surgery videos were for the NES, but still, so sad to see this go. I can get another one. They have new ones. I can get another one. I just haven't yet. So for a game like Felix, I find it only appropriate to use an actual NES and an actual CRT. Now the CRT won't show as proper because you'll see all the wiggly labies, whatever, but this is also my VCR. This is my top loader. I know it's super dirty, don't worry about it. And I will show you that here's Felix the Cat, and there it is, not working. Looks like an Atari game right now, I know, but that's what I'm getting out of it. To prove it does work, here's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I just fixed in the previous video, and here it is working and glorious. See, you can't top this. HDMI out, all that thing, you can't top a CRT classic style. It doesn't look as good through the camera, but man, it looks so good. This is what it's supposed to look like as far as I'm concerned through things to play for your NES. Anyway, enough about that. That's more nostalgia for me. Got a few tricks up my sleeve, and it's cool. Not only did they send this, but they also gifted me this. And you're like, Billy Elliott's NASCAR challenge, who cares? It's the same board. So if I need to, I can take the pins from this, I can take the chips from this, put it on this board, and we'll see if that works. But that's a last case scenario. Let's see if we can just get it just by cleaning it or touching it up a little bit. First thing being the 1-up card. There's a fluid side and a dry side. I'm not sponsored or endorsed, but I do think they work. So, I mean, yeah, it's an unpaid endorsement. How about that? They fit right in there. So you can just kind of do a little bit of that action. Same with the other side. And again, the thing I'm trying to do here is I just want to get it working. I know it's not as fun of a video if I don't open it up. I mean, open cart surgery. It's just a clever name. You know what I'm saying? It's just a clever name. He said he's tried everything to get this game working again, but we'll see. I have had games in the past sent to me saying, I've tried everything, and I pop it in and it works first thing, so that's why I'm like, let's just pop it in and see what happens. Okay, I'm getting the same thing, and that's probably what he was seeing too. I see characters on there, though. I mean, it wants to work. Gonna open up the bad boy here. 3.8 millimeter security bit. Also sometimes called a game bit. I'm gonna be that super lame YouTuber that tells you that more than half of my videos aren't even from subscribers, so make sure you're subscribed. It would do me a huge favor. Thank you. And 3 screws in the back here. That's all it is. 3.8. You'll see a 4.5. That's for Sega Genesis. And the tools I use, this little, you know, blue mat that I'm using down here that you can't really see all the time, soldering irons and stuff, you know, everything I'm using, I always got it linked to my Amazon affiliate, including more of these screwdrivers. This one just happens to come from King Gorilla. Okay, take this off. So here's what this game looks like. Look at this bad boy. This one is a biggin'. This is your CHR. That's your characters. Those are the graphics. This is your PRG. That's the program. That's basically the game's coding and programming. Here's your MMC3. That's what makes Super Mario 3 so awesome. MMC3 does a lot for great Nintendo games. The old RAM and stuff like that. All right, all right. Brasso? I mean, sure. I mean, not Brasso. Sorry, I didn't say that. Bright Boy. That's what I meant to say. Don't use Brasso. Why would I say Brasso? DeBrasso Junior High. Where's my Q-tips? This is a metal polisher, but does not leave that weird residue that Brasso does. However, it does, you will want to clean it up after you use it. Let's do a little bit on each side. It looks, they said it was clean, but the pins look a little dirty, so we'll see if that works. And I've heard people say in the comments, I read your comments. Because, I mean, like I said, I don't have an engineering degree, or I don't have a tech background or anything. Many of you do. And you've given me a lot of good tips over the years. And one of them is like, don't do it side by side. Gotta go with the grain, not against the grain. And here's me not listening. Here, I'll go with the grain. There we go. Because I did it the first time. That's gonna make it so it works. And if it does, great. If not, I have no problem trying to do a board swap with that NASCAR game over there. I mean, that's why they gave me the NASCAR game first. And I did check to see. I mean, not all games will swap out with anything. I can't just say, oh, this isn't working, I'll swap it out for a silent service. It doesn't work that way. The board has to match, and Billy Elliott's NASCAR Challenge is the same board as this one is. It's a TS-ROM. I can pop it in just like this, and it'll work just fine. So we'll see. I mean, it'll play. No guarantee it'll work. So for Nintendo games, it faces towards you. You just kind of feel for it, but you'll find it. Tell me some good news. That is the opposite of good news. Let's try this again. Tell me some good news. That is the opposite of good news. Let's try it. No, just kidding. All right. As that heats up, got my Hako soldering iron over here. Grab a quick drink for yourself. I was in Milwaukee recently, and they literally had spotted cow. They had spotted cow at the airport. So I literally bought a case of spotted cow. That was my carry-on. I carried it with me back to Washington State. So we'll do a little spotted cow for a little Felix the Cat here anyway. Cheers to you and all that, I'm telling you. What can I say? I mean, I come from the land of hops. Milwaukee does a good beer, I'm telling you. All right. You're not supposed to hold it like this and do it this way, but I'm going to anyway. All you have to do is just touch each solder point. Don't rub it back and forth. Just touch each solder point until it melts, and then it reflows. And that's all I'm going to do here. It almost looks like it's been touched before. Not always. Kind of looks like it, though. All right, there we go. As I said, you shouldn't be doing this. And here's me doing it literally anyway. There we go. Alright, definitely warm enough now. Boy, these solder points are not willing to budge. Most times, it's no problem. There we go. And I'm just going to do this for all the pins on the two main, like the PRG and the CHR. Just to see. I've had good luck in the past, so I want to try this before I do anything else. Because I want to have to use a new board if I don't have to, you know. Clean it up just a little bit there. These solder joints are like stone cold. And I don't mean the wrestler, I mean they're just, they haven't had any, hopefully this is all it takes. Sometimes there's even like a little crackle and a sizzle. Those nice solder fumes all up in your sinuses, that can't be good. I don't smoke or do, you know, regular drugs, I guess, street drugs or anything like that, but solder fumes, there we go. It smells, growing up, we had a, you know, old school Christmas tree. 80s style Christmas tree with the giant bulbs, the tinsel, and it smells like what the tinsel smelled like when it burned on the giant Christmas bulbs. That memory all coming back. Because the solder not only holds the pins in place, but the little metal surrounding kind of tells where the pin to go on the board. Goes through the circuitry and then ends up as one of the pins for the NES to read. All right, let's try this in that, and here's hoping. It doesn't work, it's all right. We got that Billy Elliott NASCAR that we can board swap. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hey, there it is. Oh man, I'm so happy, so glad. We got Felix the Cat to work. How much is this going for now? I don't know. I don't really look up NES prices anymore. It's a great fun game though, fun platformer, and we got it without having to do a board swap. Again, it's coming back to that, just some of these games are so old with their solder points. Try a reflow of the solder. See if that's all it takes. Man, I love this. I'm super happy about myself. Got it working. Those good look, feel good vibes, I'm telling you. That's what it's all about when it comes to fixing these broken games and having them come back to life and having them work again. Here's what's called the gush. Billy Elliott's NASCAR Challenge that I was supposed to use for the board swap. It's not even working. It's not working. Hey, while we're here, let's get this game working again. While not. Now, it just feels wrong. It just feels like swamp to put it in there. You know what I'm talking about? Like sometimes you put the game in, it's nice and clean and crisp like fresh lettuce. And putting this game in there, it's like sludge or something. So I'm gonna open this up and see what it looks like. Oh, there's a scratching on here. Robin's video. And then there's a phone number. I can't really read the phone number though, or I'll call it. All right, this game is super dirty. Again, looks pretty similar, but look at those pins down there. Ugh. Like, dude, are you serious on that one? Look at those. That's why you should always clean your games before you pop them in. If you're going yard sailing, garage sailing, I just put that in my top loader. Gross. I'm gonna have to clean my top loader now. Actually, here, never mind about all that. I'm using Bright Boy. I'll use the Bright Boy first, because I think it's gonna need it a lot. You know what I mean? Make sure each little quadrant section gets a nice little dollop. It says it's a metal polisher. Basically, metal polisher is just a fancy way of saying we're gonna remove a layer of this. So think of it like resurfacing a GameCube game or something. You can only do it so many times before it's just not gonna work anymore. How many times? I don't know. I would love to do a video sometime. Like how many times can I use this on a board before the pins are gone, you know? That was the gunk side there, and that was the cleaning up side there. Oof. I wanna clean up any residue that you may not even be able to see. Again, you can pop it in just like this. If I can find it, here it is. Like that. Oh, that felt way better. All right, there we go. I didn't have a doubt. That's all it needed, but still. Oh, that's kind of a rockin' soundtrack though. Yay, we got it working, but who cares about that? The good news is this game here is the one that's working, and I thank you so much for watching. And I've been doing this for a long time now. I have like over 100 videos that you can binge if you're new to the channel. Want to check out some other, hopefully, successes. I don't post all the, I post them whether they're a success or not, but then sometimes I'm able to get them working again. So make sure you check those out, and we have more open cart surgery videos coming up very soon. We'll see you really soon, okay?